Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Tony, this is TC's Outdoors. Today I'm going to load up the roadside stand finally. I got a couple more upgrades to do to it real quick before I get going. So if you've seen any of my videos from before, I talked about it a little bit, but the wagon underneath the roadside stand, it's a hay wagon out of Northern Tool. I'll throw a link in the description below, but I'm also Lumnah Acres. I don't know if you guys are familiar with their channel or not. If you're not, if you've never watched it, you should scoot over there and check them out. I'll throw a link in the description for them as well. Al, he's got 2 videos on putting this wagon together. He's kind of how I came across this wagon and decided to buy this wagon. So he's got a really good video on the ins and outs of putting it together, and it's really worth the watch. So if you get a minute, go ahead and go over there and check that out. So like I said, the trailer I used to move the chicken coop up here, and I didn't have a use for it anymore, so I thought maybe I could put a deck on it and use it to go out and get firewood. But I don't know if you've ever backed up a hay wagon before, but it's not easy, especially in the woods with a 4-wheeler. So about one time of trying that, and that was gone to the wayside. So I decided that I could put my roadside stand up there, and then I'll be able to move it back and forth from the road, load it if I want to pull it up here to load it, or if I want to pull it up at night if people are stealing my wood, or I don't know, it just kind of gives me some options. So I thought it was pretty good use for it. So if you see underneath there, let me turn my screen on. So I mean, the wagon, it's nothing too crazy. You just hook the 4-wheeler to it. It doesn't have like a regular hitch. It's just you throw the pin through the front there. But it is definitely tricky trying to back this thing up. So I've got some signage that I made for it. I'm gonna go ahead and get those screwed on and wheel this over to the wood, and we'll get it loaded up for the first time. Then I can get my ad out there on Facebook and cross my fingers. So my goal with this roadside stand thing is I'm obviously not looking to turn this into a full source of income. I was thinking, you know, I enjoy splitting firewood. It gives me another reason to get out and split firewood. If I can make a little extra cash, maybe pay for the gas that I use, you know, to split my own firewood along with what I, you know, split for the roadside stand, then it kind of offsets the cost a little bit, and it keeps me outside, keeps me doing stuff. And also, you know, I'm like the rest of you guys, I like to buy cool stuff, and the money coming in from this is, you know, all extra. So it'll be able to buy the big saws and to buy the cool stuff, hopefully. I mean, obviously if I sell any, it's providing that I have a true client base here, but I think I'll do okay. I guess anybody new to the channel, I'm in upstate New York. I'm kind of 45 minutes east of Rochester and 45 minutes west of Syracuse. I'm right along Lake Ontario. There is a vacation community about 6 miles away down around Sodus Bay, and there's a lot of cottages, and there is a campground not too far from here. There's also I'm along the 104 corridor, and there's 2 or 3 campgrounds within 15 miles from me. So I think if I get the word out there and people would stop by and buy some decent wood, hopefully they'll keep coming back. So I think I'll do okay as far as sales go. If you're new to the channel, like I said, my wife and I and 2 kids, I have a son and a daughter. My son's 14. Right now we're like in the thick of it as far as baseball. Baseball just got started again. He plays varsity baseball for our local high school, and then he's in a travel league all summer long. And my daughter, her extracurricular, she's into dance and cheerleading, and that's just winding down. She's 10. I think we had our last competition 2 weekends ago. It was a dance competition all day. So I think we're just about finished up with that stuff, and then so during the summer she plays like a recreational soccer, which keeps us busy, but I wouldn't trade it all for the world. So I mean, they definitely keep you busy, but it's worth it. So that, and my wife and I built this brand new home. We bought property for my wife's parents, my in-laws. Bought that property just about 2 years ago now. We cleared all the land ourselves, and then I've been trying to put the lawn together and do things, you know, outside as much as I can within my own power. Hopefully I'll have the yard put in by the end of this summer, but I don't know. It's a lot more work than I ever thought it would be. But so, all right, let's get the signs on this thing and we'll get going. many bundles I'm going to put on there. Maybe 5 or 6 for now. We'll see how many fit. Yeah. Oh boy, that didn't sound good. These are just kind of surplus, these 3 here. When I was stacking the wood, I ran out of room, so I guess I'll do 2 high, maybe a couple across the front, so maybe 6, 8 of them I'll put up here. But in the meantime, I'm going to load the loose section. Take you guys over here and show you how I'm doing this. I don't know the practicalities of being able to move this thing back and forth and all that. I may bring the wood to it eventually. This probably won't be the normal where I've got wood stacked up next to the house like this. This is just all the stuff you guys saw me processing down, cutting down from 20 inches. It's going to put a pretty big dent in there just filling this thing up. I don't know how much I'll sell right away. So there's a burn ban right now in New York. It doesn't go off until May something or other. So if you're going to have a campfire, you're breaking the law. So I don't know how many people are going to do that. I'm sure still people do, but I'll sell it what I want. Right now, the easy way is just to reach through this side, stack it over. See, I've got one side filled already. I'm struggling with dead batteries. I didn't plan ahead, and I didn't charge my batteries, so I had 3 dead batteries for my GoPro. I was working back and forth, and eventually they were all just dead. Now they got one that's fully charged, so you guys will be along for the whole ride here, finishing this up. This is pretty good campfire wood, mostly ash and some cherry. It's maple in there. Hey baby, how are you? How was school? State test?
Second to last.
Yeah? Want to say hi to the audience? Hi audience.
Hi.
This is Natalie, everybody, my #1 assistant right here. This is the only firewood helper I ever have. That's not exactly true, but it's pretty close to true.
Where's Lacey? There's a chicken out.
Yeah, there's always a chicken out.
How's it going?
Good. See my signs?
I did.
The signs?
There's always that one chicken out.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always I have some more homework to do on a bunch of schoolwork.
Alright, well, can you let the dogs out?
Yeah.
Alright guys, you probably noticed it's a couple days later here. So I work a 12-hour schedule, so when the days that I work, I don't have a lot of time to do much videoing, and I did get into a little bit of editing, and I realized that I somewhere along the line didn't have audio on a couple of clips that I had recorded. So unfortunately I couldn't use those, but I put the GoPro, the media mod, on my camera, and I don't know if it's something that I did wrong or if it's because I had low batteries or what exactly went wrong, but somewhere I was taking the batteries in and out pretty frequently because I didn't have any charged batteries when I was trying to film that, and I don't know if I just didn't do something correctly or not. So, but either way, there was no audio on a few of the clips. So I wanted to know what your feelings are on my pricing. I'm doing $25 for a loose stack. It's 6.6 cubic feet, something like that. The math works out to be. It's 18 inches wide and 40-ish inches tall, and then 16 inches long, obviously. So, and then I'm going to do 1 cubic foot bundles, and they're just a shade over 1 cubic foot probably, but I'll do those for $6, and then I think I'll do 4 for 20. Just kind of like a package deal, see if I can bump up the sales a little bit. And I also did decide to add my Venmo to the sign out front. I just think it'd be easier. No one carries cash hardly anymore, and it just it'd make it easier for people if they don't have exact change, and you know, either they're not shorting me or they're not overpaying, and however that works out. So well, that's it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and until next time, get outdoors and do something you love.